Like eels through seagrass, we're inside. Well done. As we speak, my troops are attacking the fort's main yard. We still have plenty of work to do. Without reinforcements, these troops won't last long. And I'm sure Sarian won't give up without a fight. The real battle has just begun. It's time to finish off General Sarian and his abominations. Then we can reclaim Fort Virak for the Pact. Holgun and Tanvil have rallied the Nord and Dark Elf troops. They're just waiting for the signal that the gates are unbarred. After the gates are unbarred, look for Sarian in the fortress keep. We think he's holed up inside studying his spellbooks. Blood for the Pact.
We'll meet you in the secured area. For the Pact!
Excellent work. Meet Walks in Ash and me when you're finished.
Too late. You've come too late. He's gone. That milk drinker was experimenting on us, turning us into fodder for his undead legion. He turned them. Turned me too. It's just a matter of time. Too late for me. Dying. Then I'll reanimate. Sarian's planning something. Some necromantic ritual. Got to stop him. Look, you've got to end us. Take a candle to the journals. Fire will do the rest. Go!
Please, release me.
The yard is secure. Once again, the Pact controls Fort Virak. Yet General Sarian still lives. Where is he? He has much to answer for. That Covenant General is a monster! Thank you, soldier. We'll ensure the dead rest peacefully. We can't let General Sarian finish his ritual. Garin and I are ready to dispel his wards. Get ready for a fight, soldier. You'll face the dead. I don't know how he's doing it, but Sarian has transformed our warriors into undead slaves. Once the ward is down, enter the gate. Make your way to the keep and confront General Sarian. We'll join you as soon as we can.
The ward has been dispelled. Go find Sarian. We'll join you as soon as we've recovered our strength. We've done it. The General is dead.
No!
I must not fail.
Not Garin! Not Garin! A Daggerfall Covenant took my son!
Tanval. No! The Coral Heart is too powerful.
No, Holden! The Covenant must pay!
Tanval. What have you done? Shaw's bones. Tanval's gone mad. I can't believe he took the Coral Heart. And Garin! Curse the fates. The wolves are circling, my friend. He's planning to use it to release Sadal, the second brother of Strife. We've got to stop him. All of Stonefalls will suffer if Tanval exploits the tormented spire. Absolutely. Troll's blood. Anything could break us apart these days. How do you think the Argonians and my fellow Nords will react to this? If Tanval summons yet another magical juggernaut into the Ashlands, it could very well be the end of the Pact. There's only one place he could have gone. Kragenmoor. The city is the gateway to Tormented Spire. To get past the wards at the base of the mountain, he'd need to talk to the Dres Grandmaster that holds the key. Go, and stop him. Go, my friend. Stop Tanval from getting himself killed. I've already lost too much today. I'm wounded, curse it, but I'll try to answer any questions you have. Garin is why. He was Tanval's only child. For all the medals and honors he received during the war, I think raising Garin gave him the most pride. Losing Garin to the Covenant broke Tanval. I think he snapped. Another one of these cursed Morrowind volcanoes. Like Ash Mountain, they made the spire into a mystic prison to hold a brother of strife. It's south of Virak, just beyond the town of Kragenmoor. It's a bastion of House Dres, and their Grandmaster is the only one with access to the mountain. The spire has a mystic veil that stops anyone from wandering to the top. To get to the spire, we'll have to deal with the Dres. Sadal is the second greater brother of Strife. We put Balrith back into his cage at Ash Mountain, but his ancient fiery brother still lurks in the heart of the tormented spire. We can't allow Tanval to let that monster out.
walrus twitching tentacles. I'm glad that's done. Interrupting scholarship. We have an accord. Make better choices. That was intellectually stimulating. I'm feeling hostility. Hostilities ended. Now, to relax.
You've got...
I'm here. What's next? We can use this.
This is a bad time for Kragenmoor, traveler. Are you here on business? If not, you'd best be moving along. Huh. Don't we all? I wish you luck, stranger, but you probably won't find much here. Grandmaster Omin has been transformed from a bloodthirsty Nixhound into a simpering Gwar. Maybe one of the guardsmen here can tell you more. I want no part of it.
Good. I found you. Speak with me a moment, if you would. Greetings. I am Varnus Galarian, head of the Mages Guild. I have need of your assistance. Yes, it's high time Tamriel was free of Molongbal's grip. The Anchors, the Daedra, the Undead, they devastate our fragile mortal plane. I have a plan, and I need your help. I think you're the only one who can help me see this done. I want you to meet with Thrush, leader of the Hidden Armigers. He'll be at the Mages Guild in Mournhold. Even Yoren's personal agents think my idea is sound. I'll be along shortly. I just have a few final preparations to make.
Welcome! You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about? Team Deathmatch has always been popular. All that ceaseless bloodshed really gets the heart pumping. Just go into the field and attack as many players as possible. The more hits you get in, the more points your team scores. Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals or be dominated. Ever the curious one, eh? Good. Knowledge can be key to a decisive victory. What other challenge would you care for me to explain? Ah, one of my personal favorites. Unlike our other games where you must stand fast, Crazy King gets the blood really flowing. In this game, the capture point keeps moving. Keep your feet quick and your shields up. Difficult to win when you're dead.
Ah, you'll fill the bill nicely. Let's talk.
Over here. I just need a moment of your time.
Over here, Initiate.
Well, well, if it isn't the hero of the pact, glad you made it. I'm the leader of the Hidden Armigers. If you've heard of us, we haven't been doing our jobs. The Armigers do the pact's dirty work.
Sometimes that involves agents from the Morag Tong and other secret organizations, like Naryu here. She owes me a favor. It's a long series of stories we don't have time for. She saved my brother. I saved her life. We're back and forth. That's it for story time. You're here about Varna's Galarian? That crazy Altman wants to organize a secret meeting of the Alliance leaders in neutral territory. He'll be here any minute, so I'll let him give you the details. But don't worry, the Armigers will do our part. Little details. Making sure the right agents are in the right places. Protecting pact interests, that sort of thing. I could tell you more, but then Naryu would want to kill you. Or maybe just cut on you a little. Turns out I'm glad you came, Virion. I'm calling in that favor.
You mean you called me here without knowing if you needed me, Thrush? Ugh. What's the favor?
I need you to contact the other spy networks. The Eyes of the Queen of the Aldmeri Dominion and the Ring of Daggers in the Daggerfall Covenant.
Contact. You do me with the tips of my daggers. Repeatedly, right?
No. This is a diplomacy thing. No killing.
Apologies for my lateness.
Waste of a favor, Thrush. Should have asked for something your lackeys couldn't do. We're even after this, you know.
I know, but this is important. Thanks, Naryu. I'll even ride with you as far as Oradon. Let's go.
Thank you for coming so quickly, Champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Cold Harbor. But this places us in a delicate political position. Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces, and if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides. The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Cold Harbor without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal. You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat. I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk. That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier. Greatly esteemed Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri, it is my great honor to present to you...
Varnus, you're so formal. I remember the patience and kindness you showed an awkward, freckled waif all those years ago on Fair Somerset. You captured this child's heart then, and it remains with you to this day.
You warm an old man's heart, my queen. I remember well those halcyon days.
As do I, my old friend. Sorry about all these guards. I'm told they're necessary. These are dark days.
A wise precaution, my queen. My counsel would be no different. If you'll permit it, my companion would like to speak with you.
Ah, yes. Let me meet this hero I've heard so much about. It's not often the heroic deeds of one who by all rights should be considered a mortal enemy reach my ears. Come, let's talk. Well spoken, and point taken. To be perfectly honest, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet you. Your exploits are legendary. A true champion is like a stone cast upon the waters of history. The ripples it creates travel far and wide. Humility is a noble thing, but you must also remain strong and self-assured. A true champion is also history's pawn, and history is a cruel and unfeeling master. But enough philosophy. What did you wish to speak with me about? And you need all three of the Alliance leaders to attend this meeting? A bold suggestion. I like it. Very well. I make no promises with regards to the negotiations themselves, but I will attend. That much I promise.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on? To Wayrest, expect a certain level of formality. The court of High King Emmerich is often filled with scandalmongers and subversives. Therefore, protocol is the order of the day. Shall we?
Tell the lovely Donna, Nari, that she is very welcome to disguise herself like so, and show off on this one.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Skald King Yoren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Cold Harbor crisis.
The Skald King sends his personal champion into his enemy's stronghold? Either he has a lot of faith in you, or he's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak. Dibella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning. Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept. That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, "I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty." I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him? Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say? That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Irene and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Give my best to Thrush. Tell him I hope we can dance again soon.
So, you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations. We have much to do. Come. All three leaders have agreed to join us on Stirk. Now comes the tricky part. Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit? Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Stirk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
The word has been given.
A moment, please. I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins. I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation. I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. 2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Third. Look! It's Lady Laurent! Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day. The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
High King Emmerich of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emmerich.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
Intractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead. We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think? Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it, our hands are bound.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately. Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected. An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason. But what about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there. Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance. You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan if you can convince the other leaders.
Your Scald King has all the patience of a bull at mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his? That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest? I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion. Arce's beard, you're a bold one. But you may be right. If you can convince the barbarian and the Child Queen to agree, I'll consider it.
Yoren is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him? Is there? What did you have in mind? Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against. Don't presume to think you can intimidate me. History will remember me as a bold and decisive leader who cared about her people. But you do have a point. If you can convince the others, we'll try your plan. Now, leave me in peace.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse? I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise. With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching. I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad. All of Nirn shall be mine.
Chaldean! Protect the leaders. Defeat Molag.
We were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day. Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him. Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island. After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders! You have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanus.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be. Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected. It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend. Everything's been...
Hello, what's this? Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good. Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. Quest. Quest! I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City. Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. Quest. Quest! I just love how it rolls off the tongue. Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all. I have the oddest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Cold Harbor, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven. Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nirn? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention. Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Did I? I don't recall that, but there is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city. Rather a drab, empty place at present, but a little paint, a potted plant or two. And honestly, it's not as if you've got a lot of choices right now, so off you go.
Do we have time to interrogate some of the locals? Think of the mystic quandaries we could resolve.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker. You may refer to me as the groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care. The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory. It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk. Long ago, this city existed in Nirn. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician,
Another
he quickly
chance of
took
perfection.
command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nurn. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say that the day has finally arrived. The great mage, Vanus Galarian, the Ayleid King, and you, our last best hope. You must gather your allies and bring them here. This city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands. I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you. You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal. You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course, but they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor. As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust and who would be willing to join us here. Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the Mage is somewhere in the Eastern Plain. His exact location is hidden from me. I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness. Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia, power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Cold Harbor, she filled the lights with even more of her divine power. King Dinar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free. As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Molag Bal's forces. Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower, that guards one of the lights. And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light.
Planning to improve your equipment while you're here? Smart. Someday you'll make something surprising with that.
Press that line! Try not to stab yourself in battle, you hear?
Surely we can compromise on the matter.
Remember, Grand Master, the urgency
What
of our
in
business.
oblivion is the meaning of this? Who are you? What gives you the... Oh, the hero of Fort Virak. Honor to you and your house. What brings a hero of the Pact to Kragenmoor? On most days I'd be honored to welcome you to my city. Today, however, important matters distract me. I'm sorry, but the Indoril Vanguard demands my attention. Please, speak to my seneschal, Danu Farn. She may be able to help you.
Quickly, Red. Over here. Caution, stranger.
Speak quietly, lest one of the Vanguard hear us. Tarnvil Induril and his Vanguard stopped here on the way to the Tormented Spire. At first, the Grandmaster refused Tarnvil access to the mountain. Then Tarnvil snapped. He ordered his Vanguard to take the Grandmaster's son hostage. Tarnvil has lost control. He must be stopped, but first, the Grandmaster needs help. Nadra Slaw upstairs will know more. Go, and good luck.
Honor to you and your house. What can I do for you? No, we'll need to take the information from the Vanguard. As I see it, you have two options. You could sneak into their barracks here in town, or you could assault their camp. You'll need a disguise to appear as one of the Vanguard. The sentry at the door is turning everyone else away. Once inside, try to stay out of sight. Speak to Kasha. I hear she might have what you're looking for. The Vanguard set up camp east of town. When Tarnvil went to the spire, he took most of his troops with him. Those left behind won't like someone just wandering in. They're spoiling for a fight. Excellent. What have you decided? Good luck. Beware their blades. Even the inexperienced members of the Vanguard are deft swordsmen. Once you've found what we're looking for, get back here and report to Danu. She'll know what to do. Of course, I'll tell you anything I can. Tarnvil Induril left them behind after his talk with Grandmaster Dres. Our Grandmaster is the only one who can grant access to Tormented Spire. He must have agreed. Tarnvil went that way. It's an ancient site of blood, magic, and power. Sadal, the brother of Strife, is held prisoner there. We think Tarnvil wants to use the Coral Heart to free Sadal. He would unleash the monster on the Daggerfall Covenant. Each great house has its sphere of influence. Would you begrudge the Hlalu their merchant contracts? House Dres has done much to help civilize the less fortunate races. And besides, we are now forbidden to enslave our pact allies.
You call yourselves soldiers?
Doesn't seem like I'm getting much done here.
Quality material makes for quality goods.
The look on your face. You've discovered where the Grandmaster's son is being held? Truly? The honored dead of Kragenmoor have been interred in those tombs for centuries. They were built to honor the Daedra in the time of the Chimer. Well done indeed. That tomb complex will be well defended. Take care. The tomb is buried in the mountainside. There's a tunnel that will take you right to its entrance. You can find the tunnel by leaving Kragenmoor through the western pass.